guys, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today we're just doing a get ready with me. I just did kind of my same face routine I've been doing for the past week and a half or so, and I also played with the Dragon Child palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. Looks like this. I got this when I got the Feral palette. Ooh, it's so pretty. If you want to watch me create this look, then just keep watching. We're just gonna do our full face today. I have the Dragon Child to play with from Menagerie Cosmetics that I have not touched yet, so I guess that's gonna be kind of a first impressions, but everything else I'm just gonna play with. I have some newer products that I'm playing with, some things I've been loving, but this is pretty much gonna be my same basic face routine that I've been doing for the past week or so, maybe 2 weeks. I already did prime before I did my brows because I like this to set in, but I've been using the Beauty Bakerie Wake and Bake baking oil for face, and I really like it. I have normal to dry skin, and I feel like it's just been really good, especially because it has been getting colder here in Florida. So having this extra oil on my skin before my foundation and stuff has been making such a difference. I love it. But I like to do that before my brows because it can really sink in before I go in with my foundation and stuff. For foundation, I've been loving the Colourpop No Filter Stick. It's so good. It's so creamy, it blends out so nicely. Just love it. I've been using it with a beauty blender and with a brush. Lately I've been using a brush just because my beauty blenders were getting old. I did buy some new beauty sponges, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a brush. It's just this really random crown brush. It's like a small circle. Don't even know where I got it. Maybe some random BoxyCharm a million years ago. I just kind of buff it into the skin and it works like a charm. I love the finish, I love the coverage, I love everything about it. This is probably my favorite foundation. For concealer, I'm not doing anything too wild and crazy. I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape. I switch between this and the Colourpop No Filter pretty much on the daily. It's really just whichever one I grab first because I love them both. I just use the same brush and I just kind of pounce it in. And then to set, I got some Pop Beauty palettes in the mail. They sent these to me and I've really been enjoying these setting 101. I just kind of mix the banana and the white on just a little brush. And I'm just gonna pop this right under the eye, above my lip, and on my chin. And then I'll go back and set the rest of my face with my translucent powder. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but I'm still loving the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzing Stick. I just pop some under my cheekbones and all around the tip of my nose. And you guessed it, I'm just gonna take that exact same brush I was just using to help buff it in. I'm just doing kind of pouncing motions, nothing wild and crazy. My skin routine's been pretty simple, but I feel like it's been looking really good. It's been looking very youthful and hydrated and just really nice. And I almost feel like I want to say it's because of that oil, because that's the only thing I've really changed. I mean, I started using those Pop Beauty palettes, but I don't feel like that's what's making such a huge difference. Really quick, I'm just taking a tiny bit of translucent powder just to kind of hit up this zone right here because I'm about to lay some powder bronzer right over top. And I don't want it to skip and catch and do weird things. Taking another Pop Beauty palette, this is the Contour 101. It's all matte and it looks like this. I've been mixing these two. It's the Sculpt and Blush, but to me this isn't a blush. That is a warm bronzy color. So I like to mix those together to make a really good bronzy shade. I feel like the Sculpt by itself would be really pretty for just contour, but for bronzing too, I like to mix. And then I'm just taking that same mixture on a really fat blending brush that Black Moon Cosmetics sent me with an order that I purchased. And I just kind of tap this around all in the tip area of my nose. So I don't like to full on contour my nose anymore, but I do like to add some definition to the tip because I just feel like it makes it look cuter. And then I just take my powder brush with no additional product just to help blend that out. And now I just have a really used and abused, I can't even use this wet anymore because it's just too covered in product, but I use it dry and I just take the flat side and coat it with some powder and I just sculpt underneath my cheekbone. I used to do this all the time and I wasn't doing it for a while so I felt like it was making me look too dry. But I guess with the oil underneath everything, it makes it look really good. And now I look great. I don't let this sit too terribly long. I'm just gonna let it sit long enough to apply my blush and then I'll just sweep it away. For blush, I've been using the third Pop Beauty palette. This is also the Contour 101, but this one is all shimmery. And I've been using the blush in this. I really like it. And it's not too shimmery, although I do enjoy a shimmery blush. I just feel like it leaves a nice sheen. It's not like glittery. And of course, popping blush all over my nose because I think it looks cute. And now we're going to highlights. And I'm just so obsessed with the White Noise highlight from Give Me Glow. You guys saw me use it. You guys saw me fall in love with it. And I just can't stop using it. It's so pretty. And I think in that video I used my sponge and I'm on a brush kick right now, so here it is with the brush. Still just as amazingly amazing. That's it for the face. At this moment, I like to go ahead and just set it. I'm using my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Mist. It's forever my favorites. Now we're gonna play with the Dragon Child palette. This is what the actual palette looks like. I haven't even looked at it in person yet. Oh my gosh. This is my hair color. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. There are so many options. I almost feel like I want to play with the color that's like my hair and then maybe these purples, but we'll see. Wow, I don't even know what to do. I do know what we're gonna do is prime our eyeballs because you can't be going in with shadows without your lids being primed. I'm gonna go in with Stone Drake, that light lavendery purpley kind of color. And I'm just using this on a basic blending brush, nothing too crazy. And I'm just gonna start running this through my crease. I want heavier focus in the little front corner area here, but other than that, I'm just running it through the whole crease. One of you asked me if I could do a video talking about my process that goes through my head when creating a look. And I don't really know how to make a video on that because it's not a specific cut and dry kind of thing. So I guess I can try in this video to talk through my process, and then I think in the future I want to start doing color theory videos. I know a lot of people have already done those, but everyone has different ideas on how they like to work with color, so I think I might do that too. Let me know if that is something you want to see, where I just break down working with each color of the rainbow, how I like to use it, how I don't like to use it, things like that. And also let me know which color you'd want me to start with. Obviously red is the first color, but I could start with any color. Next I want to go in with Cave Dweller, this really dark bluey purple kind of color. And I'm just taking this on a fat shadow brush. And I'm going to pack this all over the lid. And then I'll go in between with an in-between shade to blend things out. Okay, I haven't even talked about my process. So I mean, I just knew I wanted a light color in the crease because that's typically what I go for. My options were basically the light purple or the light green in this palette, and I wasn't really feeling playing with greens this time, mostly just because I just played with greens in the other Menagerie palette, and also just because I just dyed my hair this orangey red color, so I didn't want to be full on Christmas, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I can use the light purple in my crease, that's fine. And then I noticed that there are lots of other purples in the palette. Obviously, I was super drawn to the color that looks like my hair, and I feel like the purples and the color that looks like my hair will go really well together, so that's kind of how I picked out which colors I wanted to use today. Obviously, you can do any look you want, but that's kind of how my mind worked in this moment. So I went ahead and threw that light color in my crease because that is what I like to do. And then I was about to do the middle tone shade purple and blend it in, but then I remembered that I've been enjoying doing the darker color and blending upwards, so that's when I kind of stopped and put the darker shade on my lid now. And now I'm going to take this color here, which is called Worm, and this kind of shadowy, blendy kind of brush. It's like a tapered kind of blending brush. And I'm just gonna start blending in between where that darker was and kind of up into that Stone Drake color. And I might go back through with that lavender Stone Drake color to just kind of bring that back because it might get a little lost. And I mean, that's kind of my process right now. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I feel like taking a little more of that lavender and just blending kind of right above what we just did. Hi, Kanade. Can you see her ear? She's been really needy obsessed with me lately. Kanade! You're being rude. These shadows are blending out really, really beautifully, by the way, which is what I expected because the Feral palette did so well. And I love the contrast of the purples against my hair color. I think it's really pretty. What I want to do next is take Flame Tongue, the color that looks like my hair color, and I'm just taking a dual-ended Anastasia brush, and I'm taking the shadow side, and I'm just going to heavily smoke this under the lower lash line and then use the blending side to blend it out even further. And don't ask me how this was my thought process. I just knew I wanted to use that color. And I thought having the pop of color on the lower lash line would be cool against the upper lid. And I already know I'm doing a really big wing, you guys can't stop me. So I like having a very, very, very smoked out lower lash line with a big wing. I just think it looks good. And this is why we go back with a clean brush to blend, because it looks scary right now. I like the way that looks, so I'm just going to take that second blending brush we were using on the lids with that medium purple shade. No additional product, I'm just kind of tapping around this outer edge just so it meshes together. Now I'm going to take Lucky and highlight my inner corner with that, and I mean, the whole reason behind that is because I love a light shimmery shade in my inner corner, and that's the only light shimmery shade, so. And what I'm gonna do next is draw my really big wing and put on my lashes off camera because my camera's about to die. I'm still super into my NYX Epic Ink Liner. It is the best. I just bought my second one. And for lashes, I'm using my Bold Face Makeup Thrill Seeker lashes. They're on their last leg. I need to buy another pair of these really bad, but they're just so pretty. They're my favorite. So I'm gonna let my camera charge while I do that, and then we'll be back to do the lips. I just feel so good when I have lashes and liner on. I feel fierce and unstoppable, and I love it. However, my wings did turn out much bigger than planned, but when do they actually not turn out this big? For lips, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm torn between Truffle from Dose of Colors or Aftermath from Dose of Colors. I think I'm going to do Truffle with a gloss on top. So let's start out with that. I love this lipstick so much. It's my favorite, most used nude probably. But I'm going to top that with Jazzy Gloss from Dose of Colors. I love this gloss. I don't know why I have never done this lip combo before, but I love it so much. But this is the full completed look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if that was helpful at all, me kind of talking through my very random thought process as far as making a look goes. Let me know if you want to see that color theory video series and which color you'd want me to start with if you want to see it. And also just tell me how your day's been, because I really want to know. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let me know what videos you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.